When Dark Waters Call. Art and Story by Waddell. Standing on the front porch, I look down at the water lapping gently against the bottom riser of the old stairs. It's come again for a third time, and I think I must be mad. It seems like yesterday that I was fishing and enjoying the day at one of my favorite spots at Park Lake, just a ways down the road. The same lake that Art and the boys had drowned some months before. The memory of that beautiful, calm evening as I cast out into glassy water, thinking about the haunting myths that swirled around their deaths like a hatch of mayflies. Seeing the boys wandering the shore of the lake at night, or seeing their boat as it silently moved through the water, leaving no wake. But the most persistent, the one about the headlights of Art's truck, which was found abandoned on the boat launch a few weeks after the boys didn't return after a freak storm caught them on the lake. These lights spontaneously appearing on the launch after the sun had set, and then just as quickly vanishing into the inky blackness of the western shore. Art, it was believed, drowned his grief in the endless depths of his shallow ability to cope with his loss. It's still raw in my memory, a fractured disbelief in a legend made whole. I saw the lights that I should not see, and heard the truck that I should not hear. I had made one last cast when those very lights shone from across the bay and pierced deep into my darkest spaces, revealing wet skittering things, fragments of nightmares from past lives looking for dark sanctuary. Reeling in my favorite blue stripe lure, it snagging on the bottom, cutting the line while moving slowly backwards, and then seeing that dropped line being pulled slowly into the dark depths of the lake by unseen hands. "Hello, Art," I said. "It's only been a few weeks, but I can't seem to summon the courage to return to that beautiful, yet unnerving body of water. And it seems that the simple act of holding myself back from visiting the lake has made the lake want to visit me. It waits till I'm on the front porch, and never when I'm out on the property, and always at dusk. The smell hits me first, a fetid odor of death and decay, as if the water had made all that has died in its path come back from the dirt, in which they have lain for who knows how long, and crawl, slither, or stand on rotted, staggering limbs. A ghostly memory of things moving along the advancing edge of its black creep and trailing back along its length. And then I see it, dark water just off the range road, moving across the field and onto the grass. Each time I blink, it takes advantage of that brief dark moment to advance a good 10 or more feet, till it's reaching for the 3 stairs to the old wooden porch. And this is where it stays for a time, before slowly retreating, leaving nothing but a dark stain upon the ground and a feeling of unease draping itself over my shoulders. I must be mad, I think again. But as I stand there, the thought of my madness and the truth of it sinks deep into the back of my skull and settles firmly, pushing aside the last remaining remnants of reason. The water that normally retreats about now, as I expect, instead begins to rise. Small tendrils as fingers reach up onto each step, in turn, until it reaches the top and onto the deck and starts to spread across the weathered boards, strangely, not falling between the cracks. I move back into the house, letting the screen door bang, and instinctively go to the stairs and grab the banister. Higher ground, I must be thinking. It keeps coming faster, and with more urgency. It doesn't follow me so much as spread, crossing the pine floor and throw rugs and into the dining and living room and kitchen, and then into the den, and finally to the stairs I'm standing on. Things I had left on the floor, papers and such, swirl and dance in small eddies as if alive. "Go away," I say softly. But the water rises higher and now covers the main floor. The advancing edge vibrates and shimmers as it climbs up each riser and spreads across each tread. I step back, up one stair, then the next, and the next. The water rising faster in tune with my fear, until it and I reach the top. I stand, breathing heavily, eyes fixed, waiting for it to break over and onto the hall floor. But it stops. A small dark pool forms within the staircase walls. "Go away," I say with more urgency. And then I see something, a shadow of someone, lurking just under the surface, standing on the flooded stairs. It sways slowly back and forth in small, rippling currents. Reflections on the water's surface obscure the details of a memory I wish to let go of. I am frozen now, unable to move until I look down and panic engulfs and begins to suffocate me. My eyes wide, the shadow of an arm rises up, and I see gray, rotted fingers reach out from the edge over the bullnose and onto the floor. Bits of exposed bone clack against the pine. Falling into darkness, I scream. There is a crash as the lamp on the bedside table hits the floor, bringing all of my attention to the black of the room. I suck in a deep, gasping breath, but feel little relief. My eyes dart through the shadows, looking for anything threatening, as my panicked mind begins to slowly realize that I'm okay. This version of the dream was much different, and went much further. Relief floods through me, and I smile uneasily. I sit there for a time gathering myself, and then I move my legs over the edge of the bed and onto the floor. I carefully walk to the door, not wanting to step on any broken glass, and turn the bedroom light on. The covers have been kicked off. The lamp lays in several pieces, its shade resting against the dresser. The room has a strange, musty odor that I haven't noticed before. I look around and take a deep breath, and prepare to get the broom when something catches my attention. An explosion of fear and adrenaline flood through me, my breath catching sharply in my throat. It can't be. Bits of hornwood cling to sharp barbs. It sits in a pool of water that drips from the table onto the floor. My eyes stare blankly at it. A blue stripe on curved white metal. A bit of line hanging limply from its rusty swivel.